So again, it's Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. That's some Frozen I got out of the bottom of something. It's kind of thick, but I'm planning on using it up. This is my Sherwin-Williams paint in satin. And I'm going to do a scoop and drag, I believe, but I'm going to do a slightly different one. I want to do a yin-yang. I want to go from each side. So I'm planning on putting my paint around the edges quickly, hopefully. Moving some of this paint out from the center, just enough. I'd like to have it be somewhat equal so it doesn't all fall off one side more than the other, which is pretty typical of what I've been putting up with, but I think it's my fault for not having evenly distributed the paint. So I'm going to try harder to do that. I also that's probably where it starts. Alright, we'll just put up with it, whatever it is. That's going in the bucket. This I need to spread a little bit on every side, because I want to go from far outside corners. I see I've got a couple of bubbles. Let's go that way. Let's go this way. That's the Mayan Gold. I'm a Colourarte affiliate, and these are Colourarte colors. That's the Mayan Gold. Is a Prizm pour. This is actually a golden product, Quinacridone Nickel Gold. This is called Pink Carnation. It's another Prizm pour. I'm going to try and put some of these away as I go. Try being the main word. I want some of this. I have some Carnival left. I'm not sure how much, but I'd like some of it. Really not much. Hang on. Whoop. Okay. We have a lot of Carnival now that I got the got the clog out of the tip. That's like way more than I had in mind. This is some Marooned. I believe this is a Prizm pour. I made a mess. So let's go on the other side and do some Fandango. And let's not forget my Frozen. That might take a moment to come out. Probably needs to be thinned a little bit. That's my guess. Keep a lid on, try and remember to fix that later. Alright, I'm going to use a little bit of Indigo Violet Prizm pour. I'll be interested to find out. Oh, I forgot the Harvest Fire. It's a Blingit. Let's make sure the top is open. I thought that might be an interesting change. And I've got, I'm not going to do that. I was going to do the Pink Carnation again, but I really actually want the Egyptian Blue. And then to motivate these things to not be in here anymore. I did forget the Royal Sapphire, which I think is important. I have a relatively small palette knife. I have black and white Amsterdam paints with Floetrol, Aussie Floetrol in them. And I've got paint chips coming off my handle, and I don't like it. I don't want them in my painting. Alright. Now I thought about using Boom Gel, and I think I'm going to. I have pearlescent teal and pearlescent violet. And for this side with the pinks, I'm going to use the teal and try not to loosen any of the paint. It seems to want to come off. That's the pearlescent violet. I am trying to move some bottles out of the way. I'm going to throw that right in the bucket. Get the rest of the things that are on my table out of the way and see if I can't locate. Yes. I have palette knives. Scoop and pull up. Drag. I can see the cells are popping as we wait because they will continue. Excuse my head. Sorry about that. They will continue to develop. I kind of want to pick up a little white paint before I attempt to pick up my next cells, because I think that'll help me get everything off my palette knife. I may be doing a little bit of spiraling, which is not atypical. You pull up to release the pressure, the suction. There's a better word, I'm not sure what it is right now. I like black and white cells, so I'm not unhappy that I got some. I think they make great patterns. And if I make a somewhat not symmetrical design, that's even better. That's sort of the whole point. Oh, I almost messed that one right up. I'm probably going to lose whatever's on the outside edge, which I don't really want to, but that's the way it happens when you spin it off. I like to do little S curves even before I do any spiraling, which I'm trying to break myself of the habit of, but I don't know if that's ever going to be the case. So let's do a little bit of tip, a little tipping before we go on. And then I'm going to steal some paint right from here because it's beautiful. Put it right in the middle and do the same on the other side, I think. Even right here. Just started using the Harvest Fire. It's a very interesting color. goes well with other colors, very nice. It goes very nicely with other colors, yeah. Redundancy, excuse me. Pull up. I think I'm getting very close to calling it good. When I see a space like this that doesn't have anything in it, and I see that I have plenty of cells somewhere else, it makes me want to transfer some of them. I think I like that. And I'm going to get my stuff out of the way and get ready to give it a spin. And hope some of the best stuff. You know what? I've got one more palette knife and I don't want to leave this over here. I want to move it someplace it will be more appreciated. And let the residuals fall right off my spatula. Okay, so the one thing I didn't do was use a skewer. And I'm just looking for large areas or areas that will become large to put something in to add interest to the composition. And I like involving the white in that scenario. Pop that bubble while I'm here. Hope it's a bubble. Are you a bubble? Sometimes they're things. Alright, now it's time to go. Let's make sure there's plenty of room to spin and that this is equally distributed on the crossbars that way and that way, and maybe take a picture of it. I kind of want to tip it again. Yeah, I do. Let's let it go and bring it back again, probably. Leaving behind some really cool residuals that'll spin off, but what's left behind is pretty neat. Alright, here goes nothing. Ready? I guess I wasn't ready. My barrier wasn't really in place very well. So I don't know if I negated the whole purpose of putting colors that were different on either side by moving them, but I like the opportunity to play. And that's pretty sharp. Trying not to get hit with paint in the pants. Let's break that and see if I got a little more room. It looks like things are coming off kind of evenly, and I'm happy about that. That noise is the spinner hitting the paper at the back. I don't really want to go any further, but I've got edges that need to be covered a little bit. So we'll go one more and hope it's good. It's funny, I'm not seeing much of my gold turn up these days. Maybe I gotta put it on closer to the last colors. Yeah, that's pretty sharp, and I have enough colors to cover my edges. And I promised somebody that I would show them how I get my paint off the canvas, but I don't know if there's really what I'd call enough paint on the canvas to do it. But I can certainly try. It requires a spatula. And the first thing I do is bring my little cup in, my dish, and I run my fingers under the sides, mostly with the intention of having enough extra paint to cover any spots that there are. This might take a little practice to sort of line yourself up. Usually I use a spatula, to tell you the truth, not my finger. So this is a Princeton Catalyst Spatula Sans Chip. It makes aiming a lot easier. And that's that one spot. I've got a couple and I can cover those no problem, but I'm going to put this aside for right now. I've got 3 minutes. So what I do is first I take the paint that I don't mind having in the bottom of the dish, and I put that in the bottom of the dish. Because I'm going to wipe the whole thing down with a sponge. Even when there's a lot more paint, it's not that hard to pick it up. So I'm just going to continue right on. Then, still picking up not important paint. It does accumulate after a while. And it helps keep me from having to change my water too often. So here's some colors. And you really need your silicone mat to be mostly cleaned. And I'm going to try and bring the paint, come on, let go. I'm going to try and bring the paint back. Then I let the colored paint sort of touch the surface of the other paint and drip down. I'm going to pick up what I like the best last. Scrape my spatula back. And that is pretty much it. Only usually there's a lot more than this. I'm just getting myself into the position where I don't want to have a lot of extra waste. And this is gorgeous, and I'm going to hopefully be able to shimmer it at you quickly enough. Shut my phone off. And still have time to fill in the couple little gaps on the edges. Oh, and my battery's going to die too. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching them longer. Thank you for checking out my playlist. There's 29 of them with 100 videos each, and they're also organized by topic and genre, so you can always ask me for a playlist and I'll be happy to share it with you. Near my link tree, underneath Show More, you'll find 20% off Colourarte coupon code and a 10% off Pixel Paint Designs. Colourarte is for Prizm pours and primary elements and more, and Pixel Paint Designs is for Australian Floetrol, Boom Gel, Pebeo paints, and more. And my Amazon link is a great place to find my 2 books and to shop at no added cost to you. And anything you buy on Amazon from that link helps me out. And I thank you very much for the donations through PayPal. You'll find the icon on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner. And thank you very much for anybody who's considering or has become a member. You can also buy memberships for friends for a month if you'd like to. That's an ongoing event that they just started. Thank you for your kind words. I think I said that. My email address, if you should have an interest in purchasing an artwork or information about taking a class with me at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, privately, one-on-one, is easpbgallery, and the word gallery spelled out, at gmail.com. My paint pouring recipe is underneath Show More, and you can have all of my designs created or recreated on merchandise and as reproductions on spring clothing underneath the video, Pinterest. Excuse me, not Pinterest. The boards are all on Pinterest, though. It's pixels.com, Fine Art America, Society 6, and Legallerist. And check out my link tree for my 2 websites. One of them's going away soon, and the other one is new. So, you guys, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I love you much. I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Whatever I forgot, you'll see in another video. Please leave me a comment. Oh, what I forgot was I post at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so maybe we'll see you there. Leave me a comment. I love you guys. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.